Formatting in Word 2013. Let's learn about printing a document, paragraph formatting, inserting a page break, page formatting, page size, column formatting, changing the orientation of the page, setting alignment, setting margins using rulers. In class 4th, you have learned about some basic features of Word 2013. In this chapter, let us look at some of the features such as page, column and paragraph formatting. Printing a document. Once you have created your document, you may want to print it to view and share your work offline. It is easy to preview and print a document in Word 2013 using the print pane. To access the print pane, select the File tab. Backstage view will appear. Select Print. The print pane will appear. You can also access the print pane by pressing Ctrl+P on your keyboard. To print a document, navigate to the print pane and select the desired printer. Enter the number of copies you want to print. Select any additional settings if needed. Click Print. Custom printing. Sometimes you may find it unnecessary to print your entire document, in which case custom printing may be more suited for your needs. Whether you are printing several individual pages or a range of pages, Word allows you to specify exactly which pages you would like to print. To custom print a document. If you would like to print individual pages or page ranges, you will need to separate each entry with a comma, for example 1, 3, 5 to 7 or 10 to 14. Navigate to the print pane. In the Pages field, enter the pages you want to print. Click Print. Paragraph formatting. The paragraph formatting feature of Word 2013 can be used to set the appearance of text in a paragraph. Line spacing. Line spacing is the space between each line in a paragraph. Microsoft Word 2013 allows you to customize the line spacing to be single-spaced, one line high, double-spaced, 2 lines high, or any other amount you want. The default spacing in Word 2013 is 1.08 lines, which is slightly larger than single-spaced. It is measured in lines or in units called points. The steps to set line spacing are as follows. Select the text you want to format. On the Home tab, click the Line and Paragraph Spacing command. A drop-down menu will appear. Move the mouse over the various options. A live preview of the line spacing will appear in the document. Select the line spacing you want to use. The line spacing will change in the document. Fine-tuning line spacing. Your line spacing options are not limited to the ones in the line and paragraph spacing menu. To adjust the spacing with more precision, select line spacing options from the menu to access the paragraph dialog box. You will then have a few additional options you can use to customize the spacing. Exactly. When you choose this option, the line spacing is measured in points, just like font size. Generally, the spacing should be slightly larger than the font size. For example, if you are using 12-point text, you could use 15-point spacing. At least, like the Exactly option, this option lets you choose how many points of the spacing you want. However, if you have different sizes of text on the same line, the spacing will expand to fit the larger text. Multiple. This option lets you type the number of lines of spacing you want. For example, choosing multiple and changing the spacing to 1.2 will make the text slightly more spread out than single-spaced text. If you want the lines to be closer together, you can choose a smaller value like 0.9. Paragraph spacing. Paragraph spacing is the amount of white space between paragraphs. It can be measured in lines or points. To set paragraph spacing, do as follows. Place the cursor within a paragraph or select several paragraphs. Click the Page Layout tab. In the paragraph group, specify the spacing before and after the paragraph. Inserting a page break. A page break indicates the end of a page. The steps to insert a page break are as follows. Click the position where you want to insert a page break. Click the Insert tab. In the Pages group, click Page Break. Page formatting. Page formatting refers to formatting the page such as changing the margins, page orientation, creating header and footer, etc. The Page Layout tab of Word 2013 is used for page formatting. A margin is the space between the text and the edge of your document. By default, a new document's margins are set to normal, which means it has a 1-inch space between the text and each edge. Depending on your needs, Word allows you to change your document's margin size. The steps to change the page margins are as follows. Click the Page Layout tab. In the Page Setup group, click Margins. In the drop-down list, click the type of margin you want, say Normal. Or you can specify your own margin settings by clicking Margins and then clicking Custom Margins. The Page Setup dialog box appears. Specify top, bottom, left and right margins, then click OK. Page size. By default, the page size of a new document is 8.5 inches by 11 inches. Depending on your project, you may need to adjust your document's page size. It is important to note that before modifying the default page size, you should check to see which page sizes your printer can accommodate. To change the page size, Word 2013 has a variety of predefined page size to choose from. Select the Page Layout tab, then click the Size command. A drop-down menu will appear. The current page size is highlighted. Click the desired predefined page size. The page size of the document will be changed. To use a custom page size, Word also allows you to customize the page size in the Page Setup dialog box. From the Page Layout tab, click Size. Select More paper sizes from the drop-down menu.
The Page Setup dialog box will appear.
Adjust the values for width and height, then click OK. The page size of the document will be changed. Column formatting. By default, a Word 2013 document has one column. However, the document can be formatted to have more than one column, as we see in a newspaper. The steps to set a column style are as follows. Select the text you want to format. Select the Page Layout tab, then click the Columns command. A drop-down menu will appear. Select the number of columns you want to create. The text will format into columns. To remove column formatting, place the insertion point anywhere in the columns. Then click the Columns command on the Page Layout tab. Select one from the drop-down menu that appears. Your column choices are not limited to the drop-down menu that appears. Select More columns at the bottom of the menu to access the Columns dialog box. Click the arrows next to the number of columns to adjust the number of columns. Click OK. Word 2013 will create columns with the chosen setting. Changing the orientation of the page. Page orientation is the way in which a rectangular page is oriented for normal viewing. The two most common types of orientation are portrait and landscape. Portrait means a document printed along the width of the paper, and landscape means a document printed along the length of the paper. Insert a section break at the beginning of the area that you want to rotate. Select the Page Layout tab. Click the Breaks drop-down menu on the Page Setup section. Select Next Page in the Section Breaks section. Repeat the above steps. Click the Page Setup Launcher button on the Page Layout tab in the Page Setup group. Click Portrait or Landscape on the Margins tab in the Orientation section. Select Section in the Apply To drop-down list. Click the OK button. Setting Alignment. Alignment, also known as justification, determines how the document's text aligns with margins. You can change vertical and horizontal alignments. Vertical alignment refers to the position of text in relation to the top and bottom page margins. Horizontal alignment refers to the position of text in relation to the left and right page margins. Changing vertical alignment. You can change the vertical alignment of the text within a section or of selected text only. You can align the text at the top of the page, center the text, justify the text, or align the text at the bottom of the page. On the Page Layout tab, click the Page Setup dialog box launcher and then click the Layout tab. In the Vertical Alignment box, click the option that you want. In the Apply To box, click Whole Document, this section or this point forward and then click OK. Changing horizontal alignment. The steps to change the horizontal alignment of text are as follows. Click the Page Layout tab. In the Paragraph group, click the Paragraph dialog box launcher. The Paragraph dialog box appears. Click the Indent and Spacing tab. Select an alignment in the Alignment drop-down menu. Left, line up the text or an image along the left margin. The right-hand side of the paragraph is free to float. Right, line up the text on the right-hand side or move the graphic to the right margin. Center, when you center justify, it means that the entire block of text will be aligned to the center between the margins. Justified. This means the left and right hand sides of the paragraph lined up. Word 2013 does this by adjusting spacing between words. This can often lead to awkward looking paragraphs with large holes in middle when working in narrow spaces. Setting margins using rulers. You can also set the margins using the ruler bars. To display both the horizontal and the vertical ruler bars, follow these steps. Click the View tab. In the Show group, select Ruler. To view the horizontal ruler, click the Web Layout View or Draft View button. To view the horizontal and vertical rulers, click the Print Layout View button. On the horizontal and vertical ruler bars, the shaded parts depict the margins. The top and bottom margins are indicated by the top shaded part and the bottom shaded part of the vertical ruler. To change the margin settings, for example, for the right margin, place the mouse pointer on the right margin boundary. The pointer changes to a double-pointed arrow called the margin maker. Drag the margin maker to the desired location.